We see the sky, we see the land, we see the water, and we wonder, are we the only ones? Long before we came to exist, the humans ruled the earth. They made marvelous things and moved whole mountains. They knew the secret of flight, the secret of happiness, and other secrets beyond our imagining. The humans also knew the secret of life, and they used it to give us the four great gifts: thinking minds, feeling hearts, speaking mouths, and reaching hands. We are their children. They taught us how to use our hands and how to speak. They showed us the joy of using our minds. They loved us, and when we were ready, they surely would have given us the secret of happiness. And now we see the sky, the land, and the water that we are heirs to, and we wonder, why did they leave? Do they live still in the stars, in the ocean depths, in the wind? We wonder, was their fate good or evil? And will we also share the same fate one day?
I won! I knew I could defeat you!
What? Why, how did you...
While your pawn was still searching in the Cave of Tears, my paladin made it through the forest to home base. You were taken totally by surprise.
How could I have allowed myself to be defeated by such a simple trick?
You weren't defeated by a trick. You were defeated by your own cockiness. You were already polishing the victory medallion instead of concentrating on the puzzle.
That's not true. I was...
Hear ye! Hear ye! It is time for the awarding of the prizes. The silver medallion for second place is awarded to Griff of the Fox tribe. And the first prize of the gold medallion goes to Scory of the Rat tribe. Congratulations to both of our winners. Now, everyone, enjoy the fair!
Oh, Riff! You won! You got the silver medallion for second place.
It's not first place. I should have won first place. I was too busy thinking about the prize instead of the puzzle. I should have...
Attention, everyone. By authority of the Forest King, I hereby declare this fair officially closed.
What is the meaning of this?
The Orb of Storms has been stolen from its resting place.
The Orb of Storms. This is most distressing.
Until the orb has been returned, everyone is confined to their homes while a full investigation is conducted.
Confined? Boars cannot be confined. We go where we want. We do what we want.
Including perhaps stealing the Orb of Storms?
Boars do not steal. Why would we steal it?
The orb predicts storms. Storms bring rain. Rain brings mud. And who likes mud better than anything? Boars.
Bah! If we had wanted the orb, we would have just walked in boldly and taken it. No, Elk, we are not thieves. We do not sneak around and steal like the fox.
Hey!
Quiet. Or is there something you'd like to tell us?
Just that foxes don't always steal. Some of us have never stolen anything.
Confess, Fox. Tell us where you were last evening just before sundown.
I camped in the woods overnight on my way here.
And I suppose someone saw you and can confirm this?
I can. I was with him the whole time.
Ha! First one fox lies, and then the other fox does, by saying the first one was telling the truth. We boars want the orb returned. As much as I hate to admit, there is truth in what the elk captain has said. Without the orb, we will not know when the rains will come. We will not know when to prepare the mud baths. All this makes the boars very mad. We want answers now. And morphs without answers will get hurt.
Are you threatening us?
Boars will hurt. Boars will hurt all. Boars want the orb back now!
Very well, Captain. I'll deal with this. Under the authority granted me by the Forest King, I arrest you both for the theft of...
But you can't do that. We haven't stolen anything.
I'm afraid I'll have to hold the two of you in custody until this puzzle is solved.
Puzzle? You say this is a puzzle? Then I'm the last person you want to arrest.
What do you mean?
See this medallion? This is for second place in the puzzle-solving contest. If anyone can find the Orb of Storms and bring it back to you, it's me.
Well then, Fox, I suppose it is up to you after all.
Very well. You have until the next new moon to find the orb.
Okay, see you then. Come on, Reen.
However, just to make sure that you return, I will send one of my warriors along with you. Lieutenant Iya, please step forward. Lieutenant Iya, you will accompany them on their quest. Aid them wherever and whenever you can. But if they try to escape or refuse to return, your orders are to use whatever force is necessary to return them to us to stand trial. Is that perfectly clear, Lieutenant?
Yes, my captain.
Wait! Boars do not trust foxes. Boars do not trust elk. Both are weak fools. I will send along a true warrior, one who will get the job done. Hawk! Hawk, go with them. Find this orb. If they are lying, kill them. If they try to escape, kill them. If you suspect treachery, kill them. If they do not find the orb, kill them.
What about if we snore too loudly?
Riff!
Maybe I won't wait. Maybe I'll kill them now.
Enough. Now go. Remember, you have only until the next new moon to complete your quest.
Wait. I do not trust you most of all, young fox. So, to make sure you come back, we will keep your little friend.
Ow! Riff!
Reen!
Remember, if you return by the next new moon, your friend will be released unharmed. If you don't return by then, why, I'll just have me a new pelt for my wall. Now go!
Reen! Reen!
I suggest you concentrate on completing your task. Remember, you have only until...
The next new moon. You don't have to remind me. I'll be here, and I'll have the orb with me.
I hope that you do. Lieutenant Iya, you're in charge. Carry on and Godspeed.
Yes, sir.
Well, my new friends, our quest lies ahead. Let us not keep it waiting.
I'm here to assist you, not intimidate you. I'll do as you wish.
I have my orders to help you.
Lead on as you wish, but I'll be watching everything you do.
Good day to you, sir. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
If it isn't the fox that closed down the fair and ruined my vacation. Would I mind if you asked me a few questions? Of course not. You may waste all of my time if you wish.
Would you tell me...
What I was doing at the time of the theft? Of course, I was butting heads with one of the other fairgoers.
You were having an argument with him?
I didn't say I was arguing with him. I said we were butting heads.
Who do you think might have stolen the orb?
I think it was the rats. No, on second thought, I think it was the bears. However, it could have been the dogs. My vote, however, is with one of those crafty foxes. All the fingers seem to be pointing to them, and to one in particular. And I have seen no evidence to the contrary. Have you?
Do you have any idea why someone might have wanted to steal the orb?
Something that predicts the weather, tells us the seasons, something upon which our entire agricultural existence depends? I can't possibly imagine why anyone would want to steal that old thing. Perhaps to make into a necklace? What do you think?
What do you know about these orbs?
Only two things. One, they are round, hence the name orb. Two, the theft of one has caused the complete ruination of my vacation at this fair. That is all I know about them, and that is all I want to know about them.
Can you give me any advice in looking for the missing orb?
Yes, I can. I suggest you take the longest, most difficult route available. Don't forget to stop occasionally and bang your head with a large rock or other blunt instrument. Bury your face in a hill of red ants whenever you can. And if you should run across any rams that might be on holiday, don't forget to take time out and totally ruin it for them.
Thank you for...
Farewell, young fox. If we never meet again, it will be too soon.
Wow, what a sore head. Hey, a ram. Butting heads? Sore head? That's pretty good. Excuse me, my good woman, but could I trouble you long enough to ask you a few questions?
Oh, very well. Ask your questions, but make them brief.
Where were you last night, just after dusk?
Where I was and what I was doing is none of your business.
Do you have any suspicions as to who may have stolen the Orb of Storms?
There are plenty around here who would be mean enough to do it. I wouldn't put it past any of them.
Can you suggest why someone might have stolen the orb?
Because people are mean. They're just plain mean. The minute you get anything nice, someone is going to come along and steal it from you. It's always been that way, and that's the way it'll always be.
Do you have any information about the stolen orb?
Now, do I look like the type of person who would have information about those silly orbs? Seems that people have placed so much importance on these orbs, they've forgotten how to do anything for themselves. Know what I mean?
Could you offer me any advice on my search?
The only advice I have is not to take any advice from anybody. They don't know what they're talking about. They'll just try to steal from you, or cheat you, or get whatever you've got. People are like that.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I must be off. Thank you so much for your time and wisdom, my good woman. It has truly been a pleasure talking to you.
Well, thank you, young man. It was nice to talk to you, too. Such a polite young man. Good luck to you and your companions. Just you be careful. There's so much meanness out there, you know.
Yes, ma'am. Fare you well. Excuse me, my good lady, but my companions and I are in search of the Orb of Storms.
The orb? Go on.
Perhaps you could tell us where you were evening last.
I was in my wagon, preparing my sculptures for today's sale. They are quite beautiful, are they not?
Is there anyone who could vouch for your whereabouts?
I'm afraid not. No one saw me from early yesterday evening until today.
Can you tell me who might have stolen the orb?
Someone very clever. I understand the orbs are heavily guarded. In order for someone to steal one, he would have to be very clever indeed, or be someone that even the guards would not suspect.
What would you do with such an orb if you had it in your possession?
I'd try to take it apart, find out how it worked. What a feat of engineering! What skill that would take!
What do you know of these orbs?
I know they contain the secrets of nature itself. I do not understand how they work. It has been my fondest wish to be able to take one apart and look inside for myself. Perhaps someday.
Do you have any advice to help us on our quest?
I cannot help you find the orb, but once you do, I suggest you learn all you can about it. Then bring your knowledge to me, and I'll see if I can make another. Together, we could become very rich.
Thank you for your time, friend Parrot. I must be off.
Don't forget what I said. I will anxiously await your return.
Excuse me.
Ah, you wish to have your fortune told. What is your name?
My name is Riff, and I come here seeking information.
Information is my business.
Not information about myself, but rather about the Orb of Storms.
Ah, so you are the one sent to seek the orb. Bid your friends wait elsewhere, and I will supply the information you seek.
Now then, about the Orb of Storms.
Patience, my handsome friend. First, let me see your palm. Interesting. You may now ask your questions.
I suppose you were in your booth last evening telling fortunes?
Now, who is telling fortunes? I was here, Kidling, all evening.
Perhaps you could look into your crystal and tell me who did this deed.
Very well. I can see forms, many forms, but I cannot make them out. I sense great power. Your quest would be a most dangerous one.
For what purpose was the orb stolen?
If the thief would sell information on the seasons and weather to other tribes, it would make him very rich indeed.
What do you know of the orbs?
I know that the Orb of Storms is but one of several. I also know that all of the orbs are somehow linked to a great intelligence from which their powers are derived.
And what is the source of this great intelligence?
That is a mystery that died with the humans.
What advice can you give me on my quest?
I suggest you examine the scene of the crime. You may find other pieces to your puzzle there.
You mean journey to the sanctuary of the Orb of Storms?
Yes, there you will find the Old One, Elara. She may help you, but first you must convince her that your heart is true.
Then I shall be on my way. Thank you for your help and counsel.
Will you not tarry a while longer? Perhaps a soft bed will rest and refresh you for your journey.
My friend is being held prisoner. Until she is free, there will be no rest for me.
I see. Then off with you, handsome one. May fortune smile upon you.
Good day to you. Friend Mole, I was wondering.
If I can exchange your currency, what would be your pleasure?
We are seeking information. We are investigating the disappearance of the Orb of Storms.
So, you are the ones who have ruined the fair. Be gone! I have nothing to say to you.
Then you have no knowledge of the orb's disappearance?
I have no knowledge of anything. Now leave me alone.
Have you noticed any large amounts of money changing hands of late?
No, and if I had, I wouldn't tell you. The only hands I care about are mine. And since there is no money to be changed here, I'll bid you adieu. Adieu!
We have very little money. Can you help us?
That depends on what you have of value. Nothing.
Except my silver medallion.
Ah, silver. I'll give you 20 credits for it.
My medallion is not for sale.
20 credits is the best I can do. Take it or leave it.
You don't understand. A friend once told me that I should be proud of this medallion. It is for her that I wear it.
Very well, my sentimental young friend.
I have decided to take you up on your offer.
And what offer is that?
You offered to buy my medallion.
But you said you weren't going to sell it for the sake of your girlfriend.
It is for her sake that I now sell it.
May I see the medallion?
Indeed you may. It is pure silver.
So I see. Very nice, indeed. I will give you 15 credits for it.
15 credits? You said you would give me 20 when I asked before.
That was before. It has gone from a seller's market to a buyer's market. 15 is my final offer. Take it or leave it.
Why, you...
Keep him away from me, or you shall get nothing.
Patience, friend Doc. We cannot harm him.
This is no more than highway robbery.
It is only the law of supply and demand, and in this case, I have the supply and you have the demand. Now come. Let us either strike a bargain or be on your way.
It is a poor bargain at best, but one I am forced to accept. Very well, I accept your terms.
But Riff!
We have no more time for arguments, friend Doc. We must do what we must do.
There you are, young fox. Count it if you wish. Do come again, won't you? I look forward to our next transaction.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Well, have a good day.
Wow. Look at the size of those knockers.
Indeed. Let us hope those inside are responsive to our inquiries.
I don't care as long as they answer our questions.
Where is my cup? Has anyone seen my cup?
It's locked. It looks like an ordinary cup.
Thank you. You are so very kind. Unfortunately, I have nothing for you. Goodbye.
Very interesting architecture.
What do you want?
We seek Elara, matron of the orb.
You have found her. Identify yourselves.
My name is Riff. These are my companions. Ia, lieutenant of the Forest King, and Sergeant Ak of the Boar Guard. We have come to find the Orb of Storms.
For what purpose?
To return it here.
How do I know you're not planning to keep it for yourself?
I have no personal interest in the orb.
Then why do you search for the orb?
I have been falsely accused of the theft, and my friend is being held hostage until the orb is returned.
I see.
So my only motives in locating the orb are to obtain my friend's release and prove my innocence.
I sympathize with your situation. However, you and your friends are outsiders, and as such cannot be allowed to stay.
Wait! I represent your great friend, the Forest King. Does that mean nothing to you?
Our friendship means a great deal. But how do I know you represent him?
Do I not wear the uniform of the Elk Guard?
Anyone can wear a uniform. Bring me a token of authority from the king himself, and you shall have my cooperation in conducting your investigation.
What shall the token be?
The king will know.
But our time is short. We have only until the next new moon to return the orb.
Then I suggest you make haste. Now go. Go! Return when you have the token.
Home at last. Every time I stand at this hallowed gate, I am in awe of what lies within. Trees, flowers, streams, fish, an abundance of food. What more could anyone ask?
Mud! Of course!
The writ of authority will suffice for me. A beautiful sight, a lovely scent. It's nice to be able to pause like this.
I don't see how this is going to do any good. The king was pretty insistent about our finding the orb.
But I must see him. If we don't find the orb before the new moon, I'm dead, and so is Reen. I must appeal to his mercy.
So, you go to the Forest King and grovel for your life.
Precisely. I had considered crawling. Then I thought, no, perhaps begging would be more appropriate. However, more and more, I find that groveling is my abasement of choice. Shall we go? A sturdy old tree, but impossible to climb.
Your Majesty, we are most grateful for this audience.
How may I be of service to you?
In our investigation, we sought to explore the sanctuary of the orb. We were, however, stopped by Elara, matron of the sanctuary.
Yeah, she won't let us in unless you say so.
What the Boar Garden means is that she requires a token of authority before she will grant us admittance.
Isn't that what I said?
Elara is wise. There is no one more qualified to guard the orb than she. And of all of us who feel its loss, it is she who feels it most deeply. Here, take this to her. This will convince her of your authority.
A golden apple? That's it?
This apple will speak volumes. Now go. Your quest will be an arduous one, and time is of the essence if war with the boar is to be avoided.
We are in your debt, Your Majesty. Quite an intricate design. The Forest King sends his respects and bids us give you this golden apple as a token of authority. He said that it would have meaning for you.
Indeed it does. This apple is a souvenir of a quest he went on for his king when he was but a young soldier. He was as noble a warrior as he is a king.
Then you will permit us access to the sanctuary so that we may investigate the stolen orb?
You may search to your heart's content. I shall open the gates. Good fortune be with you.
Thank you, Mistress. So that's where the orb rested. I've never seen berries like this before. I wonder where they came from. These might be a valuable clue. Wait!
What?
It's a footprint. Do you recognize it, Ia?
It doesn't look familiar, but tracking was never my strong point. Perhaps we can find someone who can identify it.
We'll have to bring him here. We certainly cannot move the mud.
What should we do? We're on the right track. I can feel it.
Just your average garden variety bucket.